Tonight, disbarred attorney Alex Murdaugh again on the wrong side of the courtroom.
Are you guilty or not guilty of the felonies wherein you stand indicted?
Not guilty.
This time, battling his most serious accusation to date, charges of murdering his wife and one of his sons. The indictments allege he used two different weapons on 52-year-old Maggie Murdaugh and 22-year-old Paul Murdaugh, a rifle and a shotgun, respectively. The shootings happened June 7, 2021. Murdaugh calling 911 that day, saying he found them dead at the family's hunting property.
My wife and my son.
Are they in a vehicle?
No, ma'am, they're on the ground out at my kennel.
Murdaugh facing these charges now more than a year after the killings. Two sources close to the investigation tell NBC News authorities have cell phone video they believe puts Murdaugh at the scene of the slayings shortly before they took place, and also contradicts a previous timeline of events.
The evidence in this case is substantial, and it all points back to Alex Murdaugh. There's forensic evidence, as well as all other evidence of his guilt of these murders.
Murdaugh's attorney made additional motions that no facts in the state's evidence be shared in court during the hearing. Both sides requesting a gag order to keep following motions sealed, citing the media attention the case has received.
We think continues to run the risk of polluting the jury pool.
Prosecutors say Murdaugh's web of alleged crimes extends to drug trafficking, money laundering, criminal conspiracy, and narcotics, and more, that they allege point to Murdaugh's motive to murder.
All the 81 allegations of white-collar fraud and other crimes, drugs and the like that's been gathered against Mr. Murdaugh over the course of that long investigation. A lot of that provides the background and the motive for what happened on June 7th, 2021.
Murdaugh's attorneys have previously admitted some wrongdoing.
Look, he's reconciled to the fact he's going to prison,
but have strongly denied he had a role in his family's deaths.
When the police show up and they find a dead wife and a dead son and the husband finds them, you know, most times it's going to turn out to be that the husband was involved. And that, unfortunately, is the assumption SLED made that night. And a number of missteps since then in investigating the case because they keep trying to pound that square peg into the round hole.
Murdaugh's lawyer today contending that Murdaugh had no motive for their killings and saying Murdaugh thinks the killer is still at large, but Murdaugh was denied bond. It's just the latest development in a slew of alleged criminal behavior and mysterious deaths surrounding his family. A hit and run, a fatal boating accident, a dead housekeeper whose family says they initially did not get a settlement payout, and Murdaugh himself alleged to have been shot during a foiled hitman for hire plot. Now heading into a murder trial.
Vaughn Hillyard joins us now. Vaughn, so Murdaugh's lawyer is pushing for a speedy trial. What exactly would that look like in this case?
Yeah, Savannah, the defense attorney for Murdaugh said that they want this trial to take place within the next 3 to 4 months, to have a jury in the jury box. Number one, because they say that Murdaugh is innocent, and they want the search for, in their words, a true killer to intensify. But then the prosecution, they said that they agree. They told the judge that they want this to also be a speedy trial within these next couple months for a jury to be sat, because they say that all the evidence that they have points to Murdaugh as being the killer. The judge did not make a determination of when this trial will begin, but said that he will look at what the docket looks like here in these months ahead, and we'll get back to them.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.